Hey guys, me Kickassreaction here, and we are back with some more Batman, the animated series. We're doing episodes 11 to 15 in this set. I don't know if I mentioned it in the first set or the previous one, but this whole series is just 5 sets, which is fucking crazy, honestly. Yeah, each set is planned out to be 5, so the DC fans that are watching these are definitely going to get some going to be eating well each week when these come out, but yeah, in terms of recording, this one's a little bit interesting because I do know that we are getting the two-parter of the Cat and the Claw in this set, which is I think starts at 13, and due to like miscommunications, I mean, having different files originally, I already reacted to the Cat and the Claw episode, so what I'll do is I'll just slot that one in after episode 12. I will rewatch the episode before continuing the recording, and then I'll go on to the second part. So I'll probably just slice out what I said at the beginning, because it was mostly, for the most part, what I said in the the opening of the series in general. Then I'll just leave the outro in there, and then, like I said, we'll go on to the next episode, and then we'll do the one after that. So that's the plan there, like I said. But yeah, like I said, just some more Batman stuff, which is going to be interesting. We met 2 iconic characters in the previous set, which will obviously come back many a time, I imagine, in this series. We met the Joker himself, which is pretty cool. The star iconic rival to the Batman. And then we met Poison Ivy back to back, which was really cool. Like I said, she had a pretty interesting and fun debut episode as well. Probably, honestly, a little better than Joker's, in my opinion. Joker's was fine, and they just kind of disappeared, as it was clear that Ivy went to prison and will likely be broken out by either, villains that have yet to show up and then will make a breakout or something. And, she'll break out as a result, or, she gets herself out. Who knows? I don't know about that. I think someone also told me on a Patreon message that, Ivy has also got a trait of being completely immune to all toxins in the world, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because I think I was wondering how the lethal kiss wasn't affecting her at all if she poisoned herself to kiss him, but apparently that's why. She got immunity, which is fucking nuts. This girl is already scary intelligent, But yeah, it was a fun set of episodes, obviously. Other than those 2, though, I don't imagine any of the other villains, quote-unquote, would come back. Maybe the one from the, the Cape and the Cowl. That might be, because I'm still not sure if that is the Riddler or not. An origin for him. But other than that, not really sure. The Underdweller might, but by that point you might as well just kill the bastard. But yeah, either way, I'm excited to get into more, and I'm curious if we'll meet any more, iconic villains, because obviously, at least at the order I'm going, the show is very much taking its time to, establish the characters and meet them, and whatnot, which is cool. And like I said, we're already going to get Catwoman in this, so I mean... Anyway, guys, without further ado, episode 11 of Batman the Animated Series will commence in 3, 2, 1, and play. I can't imagine how many people get hyped up when they hear that beginning of that theme song. Especially people who might have grown up with the animated series. Just signifies greatness. Still not over how long that car is. Holy crap. The Batmobile's definitely one of a kind for sure. Nice. God, look epic, after all. Nothing to fear. Interesting. Oh, this might be a Scarecrow. Damn, that's a villain I never would have thought of in a million years. I just forgot about that guy. Some of these guys I only know from, like the Lego Batman series. saved the university charity book signing. Nice.
It's a tragedy what's been happening to the university.
Robberies? Vandalism?
Where will it end?
When a man in very nice tights
I'm Summer
appears.
Gleason with Gotham Insider. Can I ask you a few questions about the recent robberies?
All right, but I'm in a hurry.
Dr. Long, do you have any idea why someone would want to destroy the university?
No, but one more disaster and students will be afraid to set foot on this campus.
Hello, Summer.
Bruce, what a pleasant surprise.
And of course, right there, because oh my god. I guess there's Scarecrow right there.
Dr. Long, have you met Bruce Wayne?
Your father and I attended university together. He had big plans for you.
Well, I guess he'd be pleased. Wayne Industries is more prosperous than ever.
Pleased? When your father was alive, Wayne was a name that commanded great respect.
Wow.
Now all Wayne stands for is a self-centered, jet-setting playboy.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
lucky your father didn't live to see what you've done to his good name.
Wow.
Of shame.
Talk about brutality.
Wait,
Holy
Dr.
crap.
Long, I haven't finished the interview. He's probably just venting his anger over what's happening to the university.
Sure. Because it's really hard for a man who knows absolutely nothing about his parents, really. You know what that means, man. Time to bring out the tights. Tiny Toon Adventures. Is that another, Warner reference, I presume? Wow. But by contrast to a lot of the designs in this show, this guy is literally just fucking skin and bone, my god.
Hey, what are you? Stop! What the? No! No spiders! Get them off of me!
Oh wow.
No! No!
Thought that'd just be knockout gas, but nope.
What did you do to him, boss?
I merely helped him visualize his innermost terror.
Oh, that's a
which is
voice, alright. Wow.
Arachnophobia.
A wacko what?
Not what I was
Arachnophobia.
expecting.
Fear of spiders, you dim-witted dropout. Now to the vault. Nigel, you'll stand guard here.
I'm ready for anything.
Nice. Gotta love the
Take what you
greens.
can, then burn the rest.
Burn it,
Oh
boss.
wow,
This
interesting.
isn't about money. It's about revenge.
Fair enough. Yeah, who cares? As long as you're getting as much as you can carry, does it really matter? I mean, yes it does, 'cause it's gonna fuck the economy completely, but...
It's the Batman. He's got these.
Climb
Oh, wow.
up there and wait for my signal.
Sure thing, boss.
Welcome, Batman. Oh, a gas mask. Perhaps you are as resourceful as they say.
Who are you?
I am fear incarnate. I am the terror of Gotham. I am the Scarecrow.
Right, bro, can't you tell by the uniform? Obviously, I'm a fucking Scarecrow.
Except through you.
Wow. Wow. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's bad.
Fight all you want, Batman. But you must succumb to the fear.
I mean, the fact that he's lasted that long
Terror keeps the Batman awake at night.
is pretty impressive, really.
Come on, you cretins. My work is done.
Yeah. The terror of the Batman himself, likely disappointing his parents,
Bruce, you have failed.
becoming someone they wouldn't want of him.
You have disgraced the family name.
Oof. Are you kidding me? Wow, that's mighty convenient.
Wait.
Batman, what happened?
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow? What do you mean?
He's right. It was some guy dressed like a scarecrow. He tried to torch the bank, but Batman stopped him.
All right, then. Where is this Scarecrow?
Yeah,
Well,
no, he lost.
Got away.
Oh, you mean the commissioner's pet bat here let him get away? What do you got there, vigilante? Looks like police evidence. Give it up. Now!
Jesus. Jesus! Oh,
Looks
Batman.
like I'm gonna have to take it from you.
Bullet! What the blazes is going on here?
Blaze is right, Commissioner.
Yeah.
It's attempted arson. Zorro here
Kind of
is
ballsy of
withholding
Batman.
Where the...
You were saying?
Ah, never mind.
Teleportation, it goes a long way, my man.
Tonight's arson attempt by someone calling himself the Scarecrow was thwarted by Batman.
It seems I have underestimated the Batman. But at least the university is finished.
Gee, boss, I never liked school. But, how come you hate the university so much?
They tried to destroy me.
He flunked out.
out because you weren't smart enough? No, you simpleton.
Oh.
I taught there. I was a professor of psychology, specializing in phobias. Inducing terror has always intrigued me.
Well,
Even as a
oh
boy,
my, that's
I loved to
quite
frighten
the face.
things. People, animals, it was all the same. I became obsessed with fear's crippling power. Later,
Okay, that's kind
when I
of
became their
psychotic.
leading professor of subliminal psychology at the university, I began performing experiments on fear and its subsequent effects. Dr. Long thought I went too far.
What a weird fascination.
A lunatic. So now, they will learn the truth.
Yeah, even he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Professor.
You know when the villains are like, this guy's got problems. Oh, it's a bad one.
You'll feel like $1 million.
Exhibit A, Scarecrow mask. We'll analyze and cross-reference.
Yeah.
You failed me, son.
This is Summer Gleason back live at the
I mean, this is the first villain that's ever truly shaken the Dark Knight.
A malicious arson attempt by the so-called
Who's truly made him
Scarecrow.
feel fear.
Though the Batman did thwart the arson, he failed to catch the perpetrators. Failed to catch the perpetrators. Failed.
Yep.
Imagine that, sir.
Huh? What?
Someone dressed up in a frightening costume, running around scaring people. What will they think of next?
The question is,
I imagine there's a lot
why
more
would
to come.
Scarecrow want to destroy the university?
Perhaps he flunked his ed. Are you all right, sir?
The Scarecrow drugged me with some kind of fear toxin. I never know when it's going to hit me. I'm having horrible visions of my father. He says I'm shaming the family name.
That's rubbish. I knew your father would be proud of you, because I'm so proud of you. Now come on,
Aww.
It's time for chicken soup and a good night's sleep.
For sure.
Alfred.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
You may be the Dark Knight himself, but to the butler, you're still just a little boy. One that he likely raised mostly on his own. Damn, that was a big check.
Thank you, Dr. Long. I'll take that. Over my dead body. If
Sure.
you insist.
Why not?
What's happening?
Oh my god, so the fear of death, I guess, gets this guy.
Bring him. His torture has just begun.
What the fuck is the guy humping the wall doing? What's he going through?
Batman, I am surprised. I thought you'd be home enjoying my time-release fear toxin. Welcome to everyone's worst fear. Isn't it invigorating?
It's a giant bat!
What the hell? Okay.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely, something. I'm liking the Scarecrow, though. This guy definitely is having a lasting effect. It's like the other villains, you know. Batman can just power through that. This dude, though, he breaks your psyche.
My revenge is complete. The university is in the grip of fear, and Batman has been annihilated. Huh? Annihilated! Destroyed!
Wow, come on, man.
Then who's that?
I don't believe it! Anthony, take care of him!
Who, me?
Yeah.
But boss.
Some dudes just don't give up, you know? It's pretty much that.
Hit that line.
Ow.
Look out!
Do something! Me? You're a genius! Oh no! Look!
I mean, it makes for a great shot, if nothing else. Oh, Christ. Oh, no. Yeah, no, he would have torn right through that. Nice try.
What are we going to do, Professor? I believe we can leave it to my fear toxin.
Bruce
Not now.
You are a disgrace.
Holy crap.
No.
Oh, that's sick.
Not my father. I am not a disgrace. I am vengeance. I am the knight.
Okay.
I am Batman.
That was a little cheesy, but sure, why not? I am vengeance, I am the knight.
Stop him! Gotcha!
Oof.
Oh! No! No more prison walls!
Oh.
You're closing in on me! No! No!
Oh, God, Lord! Come on now. You're gonna do it. Just do it. Seriously.
Doctor Batman!
Okay, wow, is this another villain that gets to run away until the next time? Looks like it.
What's going on?
Just hold on.
Oh.
Of course he didn't take the money. You silly head.
Exhibit A, Scarecrow mask. Analysis complete. Substance is manufactured by 5 corporations in Gotham City. Axis Engineering, Bio Laboratories, Crane Chemicals, McCurdy Manufacturing, Star Labs.
Computer, cross-reference former employees of Gotham State University with the chemical labs.
Searching. Found. One Jonathan Crane, owner, operator of Crane Chemicals.
Background on Crane.
Searching. Former professor of psychology, specialty, fear and phobias.
Bingo.
Got ya. Well, that was not very hard at all to find him. Guess you're a little more transparent than you thought.
Revenge was within my grasp. I was so close. Hmm? What's going on?
Yep. You've fallen prey to your own weapon. What the hell? He fears bats now? Oh shit.
Please.
Hello. Taste the fear, bitch!
No, stop! Leave me alone!
What's the matter, Scarecrow? Can't handle your own medicine?
Batman! No, 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 stay away! Stay away, please! No!
Oh, that is an epic design.
Stay away! No!
Oh, yes.
Ha 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 ha.
Look at the facts, Commissioner. Batman's withholding evidence. Even helped the Scarecrow guy escape. I bet my band
He has a
and
point,
Scarecrow are in
really.
cahoots. Your badge, eh? Huh?
Now, about that badge.
Oh, crap. Thomas and Martha. Okay, we got the names. That was cool. Like I said, I had no idea what the Scarecrow, or really a lot of the gimmicks of the villains do in the series, but that definitely makes sense, you know, given being a Scarecrow and whatnot, which is obviously meant to ignite fear and whatnot. Yeah, for a character that, you know, loves and has a passion for the psychology of fear, I mean, a Scarecrow attire is pretty, you know, is pretty fitting given what the practicality of Scarecrows actually are. So that was pretty fun. And yeah, a unique villain this time, you know, one that doesn't really play through the games of, you know, brute strength, or even really, you know, minions or whatnot, but just plays through the psychology of fear and the fascination of it, which is pretty goddamn cool, you know. This is the first kind of villain, I would say, that genuinely has shaken the Dark Knight and has definitely broken through his psyche into his deepest, darkest fears, you know, which is, of course, the disapproval of his parents, or more specifically, I guess, his father, since Mummy was never a vision in any of these hallucinations, which is interesting. And it makes sense, you know, because Batman, I mean, or Bruce, as revealed in Crime Alley, you know, had lost his parents in a tragedy at a very, very early age, you know, and at this point it's hard to tell if he has, you know, pretty much any memories, really, of his parents, you know, on a personal level. So, of course, he has really no idea, you know, personally, how they would react to him, how they'd feel about him being the Batman now, and, you know, if he still carries the same kind of legacy or message that the Wayne Industries carried when they were in control, you know. And obviously, the best reference he has for that is Alfred, who likely didn't know of, you know, Thomas and Martha before Bruce was even born, and, you know, at the very least, you know that his word is most likely the one you can trust in this case. But it is very interesting, you know. Beyond just that, like I said, Batman very much is presented as like a rock that cannot be shaken by many things, you know, not a lot by fear. As we've seen, he's already gone up against many scenarios where most people would have cowered and gone, you know, alligators, you know, fires, bullets, toxins, you know, heights, you know, a lot of the stuff that the common folk are petrified of. He, you know, he shakes off as nothing more than just a day's work, and here we get to see the true deep desire. Even if you only have one, you know, even if someone only has one fear, they still have a fear of something, you know, even if it's not even something that they're conscious of at the moment, you know. And then we get to see that Bruce is definitely petrified of the approval of the people that he loves, and, you know, the ones that unfortunately are not there anymore. But yeah, I really like the Jokers. The Scarecrow's motif. Like I said, it's the first kind of villain that's really left a lasting impact on Batman, I would say. And I'm very curious how much relevance he has, you know, going forward in the series. If he's going to come back, how much he's going to come back, you know, and how far you can go. Because while he obviously is a very interesting villain, you know, I'm not sure how good the Scarecrow works on multiple kind of runs, you know, because it's like, once you're used to his kind of gimmick one time, you know, it's kind of hard to really have the same impact again. And to be fair, characters like Poison Ivy can fall into that too, but I feel like there's a lot more kind of versatility you can use with, you know, plants and whatnot with her than you could with, say, you know, with Scarecrow. But as an actual villain, he's absolutely fantastic, you know, like I said, he's crazy intelligent. This is another of the high intellect kind of villains the Batman has, you know, and his impact is definitely there, you know. And again, the psychology of fear is merely a fascinating one, because everyone has different layers of fear. Spiders, I'm better with them now than I used to be, but I've always had a pretty primal fear of spiders, and heights are kind of like my two big ones for me, you know. I hate them. And yeah, they're definitely big ones for me, and obviously everyone has different ones, but I feel like there are a few that are kind of just commonplace, you know. Big heights is one. Spiders are big as well, especially in Australia. Oh my god, that's like the one reason I would never visit that country, because I don't want to see any spiders twice as big as my head or anything, you know. But no, that was definitely an interesting and a really good villain in my opinion. Like I said, I love him. The voice, not what I was expecting from the Scarecrow, but it fits, you know, it definitely fits. But like I said, that was a good villain, that was a good episode, like I said, the first one that has shaken the Batman, and I'm really curious if the Scarecrow can never really have a lasting impact like he did here, if he ever does really come back. But given, you know, how popular I believe the Scarecrow actually is, he's probably going to come back at least once or twice more. You know, we have a lot more series to go through, and I'm really curious of what will happen in that regard. But yeah, definitely a unique boy that we've had so far. Really good start. Like I said, that was a pretty strong start to the set, for sure. But anyway, guys, let's go on and do episode 12. What have we got this time? And it is Two-Face. Alright, that's another name that I do recognize, but don't really know too much about.
Harvey Dent.
My god, that voice. What the hell? That voice is great.
Where you going, Harvey?
You sure the Scarecrow ain't involved in this one too?
See what I mean?
Stay away! I want no part of you! No! Stop it! Stop it, I said!
It's time, Harvey. It's time.
Alright. Well, it's definitely a good start.
Time, Harvey.
Coming right
It's
off the
time.
Scarecrow episode.
Oh, Carlos. It's you.
Are you okay, Harvey?
Yeah, must have fallen asleep. Phew, had a bad
Harvey
dream.
Dent, district attorney.
Well, you better wake up. Gordon called. They started the raid.
Let's go.
Oh. Nice, and the mask is on. Alright, not
This is Police
sure what to
Commissioner
make of
Gordon.
that nightmare
We
right
have
there.
you surrounded. Come out with your hands up, and no one will get hurt.
Pound tire, Gordon!
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
Jesus!
Could be better.
Sir, the SWAT team is in place.
All right, but wait for my order.
This ought to blow a hole in their little barricade.
Help me get it up to the window.
Hey, they're starting to move!
Let them try. There ain't nobody can get in here alive.
You sure about that, man? Yeah. You were saying?
Oh, Frankie.
All units stand by. Get ready. Set.
Wow.
Hold your fire.
Now that poor officer didn't deserve that. Nice. My god. I ain't done with you yet.
Looks like they've got a case of bat infestation.
We give up! Let us out!
Help! Come on, will you?
As your district attorney, I would like to commend Commissioner Gordon and his men for their fine work.
Wow. And yeah, the bat expects no publicity. Publicity.
Mr. Dent, is it true that you were the one who planned this raid?
Yes, and I'm glad to say that another one of Rupert Thorne's criminal rings has now been broken. As I stated in my re-election campaign, I will not rest until Gotham City has been de-thorned once and for all.
And Gordon's just like, can you hear this fucking clown right now?
Big, pretty boy, but you ain't gonna be when Mr. Thorne gets through with you.
Oof.
He chews up and spits out creeps like you for breakfast.
All right, that's enough out of you.
Jesus. That face is honestly beautiful.
Hey! You little weasel! I'll tear you apart!
Help! Get him off! He's crazy! Someone get him off me!
Hey, give me some help here! Kick mud in my face, will ya?
Help!
Harvey, get a hold of yourself.
Jim,
Two-Faced is right for sure. Yeah! What the fuck? You just gave the press exactly what they love.
The guy's a maniac. He's the one who should be going to jail.
Maybe so.
What in the name of heaven did you think you were doing?
I don't know. I guess he just pressed the right button.
That's one heck of a button.
Well, it was another wild night in East Gotham as police intercepted an arms shipment which District Attorney Harvey Dent is trying to connect to Rupert Thorne.
Ah.
Hey, nice tie, boss.
Unfortunately, Handsome Harvey earned a new nickname tonight, Hothead Harvey, when he attacked
Yep.
one of the suspects.
Obviously, the news would love to show that.
This guy is crazy.
Well, that girl looks exactly
crazy
like
a
Ivy.
fox. That little tantrum probably bought him another 10,000 votes.
So how about we see how far he can swim in a cement suit?
And bring the heat down on us even more? I want this one in my pocket, boys. We need to dig up some dirt on our dashing DA. Something really juicy.
Well, I'm afraid that's going to be a problem. Dent's so clean, he squeaks.
Just stay on his tail, Candace. All men have something to hide. The brighter the picture, the darker the negative.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
If we want this city safe again, then we have to come down hard on these criminals. I will not see the people of Gotham held
Bruce,
hostage.
it was so nice of you to sponsor this fundraiser for Harvey.
Well, Harvey and I go way back. He's a great DA, and an even better friend.
Oh, that really sucks then.
Awfully intense.
Yeah.
Is he all right, Grace? That incident on TV.
I think the pressures of the campaign get to him sometimes, that's all.
Yeah, I guess so. Lately, he doesn't seem himself.
It definitely sucks on a personal connection of Bruce. He's gonna change.
For you 2 times.
Well, ma'am, I trusted was in 2 separate elections.
Mr. Dent, I have a question. When are you going to marry that gorgeous fiancée of yours?
Oof.
Better marry her soon, Harv. Or I just might steal her away myself.
Oh, really?
You do, and I'll prosecute.
Come on, we know that Bruce can pull the Riz with or without the tights.
The judge just threw out the case against Thorne's men.
But why?
The warrant wasn't complete. The judge said he had no choice. He had to let them go.
Had to? But...
Yep.
No! I spent 3 months on that raid! He can't overturn! The fool! He's been blocked! Like all the rest!
Holy Christ. With issues this deep, how did he ever get elected? My God.
Harv, take it easy. This kind of behavior doesn't go over well with the voters.
Let go of me, you rich twit!
Damn.
Harvey!
Yeah, and how did he get this girl as well? Like, wow.
Grace, Bruce, I'm sorry. I don't know what... Excuse me.
I feel like this is almost going into, like, multiple personality disorder. Yeah, this is good.
I just flew off the handle, that's all. Don't worry, I've got it under control.
Harvey, you didn't just lose your temper out there. You were like another person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
Maybe you should get some help.
He already is.
Grace?
Darling, Bruce is your friend.
Don't be embarrassed. Lots of people see psychiatrists, Harv.
Not when they're running for public office. You know how some voters feel about shrinks.
Well, I, for one, am proud of you. And relieved. It takes a strong man to admit when he has a problem.
Yeah, just keep it under your hat, okay?
Don't worry. If there's anything I know, it's how to keep a secret.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm only curious then, what's going to be the push that really sets Harvey over the edge?
Can you hear me?
Psychiatrist. Fucking hypnotist, more like. I mean, that's exactly what it is, but...
Now, Harvey, I would like to speak with your other personality.
Yeah, okay, it is
I would like to talk
that route.
with Big Bad Harv.
I don't think he wants to talk.
He must if we're to help you. Please try.
The faces this guy makes when he's mad. Oh, it's perfect.
Big Bad Harv?
Speaking.
That
It
voice.
appears you and Harvey are having trouble again.
The guy's a wimp.
Well, Harvey has special problems. When he was young, he felt very guilty about his angry feelings. So guilty that he hid them deep inside until they became an illness. You, Big Bad Harv, represent these angry feelings. Everyone feels anger, and it does no harm. As long as it doesn't result in bad behavior. Once Harvey understands this...
Then maybe I'll go away. Right?
Well...
Pretty much.
Going nowhere, Missy. If anyone's leaving, it's Mr. Goody-Good.
Yeah.
And maybe you with them.
Bit of an interesting take. You're literally saying Harvey's just gonna get rid of you in a sense.
Did I do this?
Oh yeah.
Not you, but your other personality. It's stronger than I suspected.
What am I gonna do? I've always been able to repress him before.
Harvey, I want you to admit yourself to the psychiatric ward over at County General for a few days.
No way, Doc. You know I'm trying to get reelected.
You're also trying to save your sanity.
Isn't there any other way?
No.
Please.
Well, I suppose if you cut back on campaigning and intensified our sessions, we might be able to...
Great. I'll do it. You just set up the schedule and I'll be here. Just so long as we keep all of this a secret.
Oof. Barely know her, but I'm liking this girl already.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Big Bad
according to
Harv,
the
what a
latest
great
count,
name.
Harvey Dent is receiving a mandate from the people of Gotham City in the form of a landslide.
Now, let's wait until all the returns are in.
Congratulations, Harv. You're looking pretty calm and collected.
I told you I could handle myself. In fact, I'm in such good spirits I might announce a certain wedding date this evening.
Ooh, really?
Oh, Harvey, do you mean it?
It's part of my acceptance speech.
Wonder how Big Bad Harv feels about the girl you've gotten.
Sorry, Harv. Phone call.
Hold those lips, I'll be right back. Hello?
Congratulations, Harvey. This is Thorne. Rupert Thorne.
What's up?
What do you want, you slime?
Now, is that any way to talk to a man who's about to make you a deal?
I'm not interested in your deals, Thorne.
Oh, I think you will be. Unless, of course, you'd rather I speak with Big Bad Harv. Or perhaps you'd prefer I speak to the press first.
Oof.
What do you want?
There's a limo waiting in the alley. Take it. While you still have a career ahead of you.
Darling, is something wrong?
No. I have to see someone. Would you mind looking after our guests?
But the returns are just coming in.
I won't be long. Thank you, darling.
Yeah. This is very sussy behavior right now.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait!
Well, that was unfortunate of a cut since I was about to have one after this episode anyway, but yeah, nothing you can really do about that. So let's continue on. Oh man, bro's really risen up here.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait!
Hey, Harv, what's up?
A surprise meeting, that's all.
Now? With who?
Just mind your own business, all right?
You're in trouble, aren't you?
My friend, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah. I wonder if the girlfriend's gonna see Bruce change. Probably not, but you never know. I don't know if we get identity reveals that early on in the series yet. Yeah, guess not. This dude has everything.
Stealing someone's psychiatric file is pretty low, Thorne, even for a swine like you.
But it makes for such fascinating reading. Listen to this, boys. It says here when Harvey was a little boy, he was bothered by a bully. Every day the bully would bug him after school. Until one day, little Harvey got so mad, he slugged him one.
Nice, good on him.
Of course, the bully ran away, which made little Harvey feel very proud. Until he heard the bully was in the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
That was some punch.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's what
It's like Batman levels of
The
strength.
guy was in the hospital for appendicitis.
Oh.
But poor Harvey felt so guilty, he never showed his anger again. And that was the start of Big Bad Harv.
What do you want?
Just a few favors from the DA's office.
You're dreaming.
Otherwise, as a concerned citizen, I'd feel compelled to give this to the press. After all, the people of Gotham have a right to know the kind of person...
It's a bit weird how this guy's eyes are skin-colored.
they've elected.
My god, the faces in this episode are honestly gold. And we've got that guy who kicked mud on him earlier.
So what do you say, Harvey? Do we have a deal?
There's just one problem.
What's that?
You're talking to the wrong Harvey.
Oof. And seriously, yeah, Big Bad Harv, probably Batman levels of just insanity. Not in terms of mental, but in terms of strength, what I mean. Just insane strength, bro.
Let's get out of here. Get away from me. Thorne is mine.
Get them!
Honestly. This is kind of a case where Batman's here to protect the villains. So I feel like Big Bad Harv would have turned this into a massacre. Oof. Wow.
Wild.
Just a show to her.
Give me that file.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty bad.
Look out, Dent.
Yeah, you idiot.
Harvey!
Jesus Christ. And yet, when half of him is burned.
Harvey. No.
Almost. Yeah. Probably scary much how.
Will he be
Probably
all right?
slice even, that is.
He'll pull through. He's lucky Batman got him here so quickly.
What about his face?
That's a different matter. A good plastic surgeon should be able to repair most of the physical scars.
I'm more worried about the mental scars.
Oh, for sure.
Looks like dent's finally out of your hair.
I wish I could be sure of that.
Now you understand there's going to be some scarring, but I've already scheduled a surgeon.
Oh, good lord.
Give me a mirror.
What do you
Harvey,
even...
Maybe you should wait until...
I said give me a mirror.
What do you even say when the doctor is terrified of you?
Harvey, what happened?
Oh my. Huh. A little surprised his hair's white now.
Goodbye, Grace.
Damn. It kind of sounded like for a moment there, Big Bad Harv cared about Grace the same way that Harvey did. And we got another to be continued. Let's go. Oh yeah, that was definitely interesting. The 2 episodes at the start here were going into more like, you know, psychological, traumatic issues and that kind of stuff, which is very interesting. You know, especially going back to back, based on the primal, you know, the primal feeling of fear, and then right into, like, you know, how traumas and whatnot, you know, and repressing negative feelings can result into, you know, things like alternate personalities. I won't claim to know much about how that kind of stuff, you know, begins and how it, you know, blemishes, but, you know, it does seem like there are many different kind of ways through trauma and, you know, different just experiences in life that can, you know, cause these kind of issues to appear. Even, you know, multiple personality disorder, you know, if you repress the anger too much, it becomes into its own kind of thing of where, you know, when anger comes out, if it's not managed rightly, you kind of lose control of yourself, you know, and repressing anger is probably one of the worst things you can do mentally to yourself, you know, as it absolutely can have lasting effects later on in life, and in Harvey's case, resulted in a second personality, pretty much, that can only kind of feel anger, which is the Two-Faced. This guy has such bad luck, I swear, because he was the boyfriend of Pan, of the Poison Ivy, not 2 episodes ago, and now this is going on for him. Like, what the fuck? This guy is like the most unlucky person in all of Batman thus far, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, like I said, that was definitely a cool one. It is interesting when you get the whole you know, Bruce very much you know, doesn't want his 2 lives to overlap in each other, but you're getting into the point now to where that kind of stuff is happening, because it doesn't seem like, you know, Bruce has many personal friends in his life, you know, because of his stature, because of his, you know, his just his business, you know, which takes up a lot of his personal time, between his alternate ego as Dark Knight, you know, it doesn't really leave too much time for personal relationships and whatnot. And it seems like, you know, Harvey was one of the people that actually got through that, and, you know, someone that Bruce would call a genuine friend. And then this happens, you know, and he loses another person in his life, which is, you know, definitely upsetting. You know, it's definitely a tragic one. So it goes to show that Bruce Wayne, be it himself as the businessman or the tight loving superhero, seems like both alter egos are made to suffer, which definitely sucks here. And here we even see the life kind of ruined of another person. But my god, Two-Face is horrifying. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. Jesus. You know, I know of the character, but I haven't really seen the design of him before in the same way that I've seen some you know, some Joker, some Ivy, and some even some Scarecrow I've seen a little of. I didn't know what Two-Face looked like, but fucking hell, that is terrifying. That's like horror movie type scenario right there. My god. You know it's bad when the when the Doctor himself is scared of you at that point and can't repress it. But yeah. That was definitely, like I said, a big tragedy on that heart. I like how both these episodes have kind of delved into, you know, the psyche and how, you know, how psychological, you know, issues can damage you and whatnot. And we've seen that with Batman, with his primal fear of his parents. And we've seen, you know, what Harvey's repressed anger has turned him into. Oh, the faces in this episode were like some of the best material in it, I swear. They shown they can draw some pretty epic looking faces in this series for sure, which is pretty good. But yeah, I'm really curious where the arc is going to go for him now. He isn't quite, I would say, supervillain territory yet. Or even really villain territory at all, I would say. But it feels like, you know, Two-Face is a name that I recognize. And I imagine that this is the beginning of a much downward spiral for Harvey in general. To where he likely will become a prominent Batman antagonist. Probably not villain, but antagonist for sure. You know, and it really goes to show just how certain issues in life that might not seem like they're big at the time can spiral and definitely ruin someone's life. And this is the case with Harvey now that his multiple personality, Big Bad Harv, got in the way so much to where, you know, it doesn't just reflect on him mentally now, but now he has a permanent physical reminder of his ugly side, which definitely sucks. But yeah, like I said, I'm really curious to see where that plotline ends up going. Obviously, to be continued. Harvey got away, he didn't get the help that he needed, and now I guess we'll see what he's actually up to the next time that he shows up. So yeah, I would just do another episode right now, like I said, but I do believe that episode 13, I will just look at the title right now, actually, in case I misremembered it. But the next one we have is, in fact, yeah, it is The Cat and the Claw, which is an episode I've already recorded. So I will make my cut here. I will rewatch the episode itself, and then when I come back, I will do the next part of that episode, you know, and then we'll see what goes on from there. Because I do believe they are back-to-back a two-parter. So, guys, I will make my cut, and when I come back, we'll do part 2 of The Cat and the Claw, and then the final episode in this set. And, yeah, I will see you guys in a moment. Batman the Animated Series, Episode 1. Will commence in 3, 2, 1, and play. It's kind of the dark, ominous music I'd expect. With the Bat himself. The Dark Knight, if you will. Jesus Christ, that's a long car. Very nice. I believe this is the intro. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't really expect lyrical. The Cat and the Claw. Alright, I do know who the cat is. So I guess we're starting out with that character right away. I wouldn't really expect a lyrical song for Batman. That sounds a little too far-fetched, honestly. Alright, now I'm very familiar with another cat of another hero, so let's see how she compares. Good old Felicia Hardy. Okay. So...
Now, Isis, my sweet.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice she had anything on her neck. An actual fucking cat. Damn. So we've got a burglary duo right here. So just like basic, like just robbers, burglars.
Perfect, my love. Let's go home.
Hmm. Wow.
So, our new cat burglar's a woman.
Sure. Jesus Christ.
Probably my imagination.
Probably not.
I'm sorry, but if someone came at me looking like that, I'd fucking burst out laughing.
I suggest you save the flattery for the judge.
Okay. I'm liking this. The music's very ominous, I would say. I mean, it's definitely a surreal experience. Seeing, you know, all these characters that have no powers whatsoever pulling off these kind of acrobatics.
Drop in anytime.
Alright, so he has the power of teleportation, I guess.
You're too kind.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Casual, like, 15 feet jumps. Doesn't trip over the cape even once. Nice. Oh, well, now you're screwed.
I'll have to try and trim those claws.
And the bat comes and, yep. Saves the kitty.
Left you behind, did she?
Damn. It takes a lot to train a cat like this, and damn, she did a good job. Not the best first impression when you fail.
Thanks for the memento.
Next, we'll be auctioning off a date with Gotham's most eligible bachelor, Mr. Bruce Wayne. If Mr. Wayne would be good enough to step up. Now, don't be shy. Ah, there he is.
Oh, Bruce, I'm so happy to see you. Where have you been?
Sure. I mean, he's handsome, but you know, the billions of wealth help with that too.
Excuse me, ladies.
Remember, we've got lots of animals to save, so we're going to start the bidding at $500.
Jesus Christ.
We have 6. Do I hear 7?
700. 8. 1,000.
Well, that's 1,000.
Look how smug he
going
is.
Twice?
$10,000.
Holy Christ. $10,000, my God.
Do I hear any more?
And she's hot.
Then sold
like my.
for $10,000 to Ms. Selina Kyle.
Oh, wow. I've never seen her before.
Rumor has it she's a wildlife nut. She's supposed to be sponsoring a mountain lion preserve outside Gotham.
Cool. So bro's just as lucky as Bruce Wayne as he is as Batman.
Thank you. Mr. Wayne, my secretary, Maven.
How do you do? Please, Bruce, I'm very flattered.
Please understand, it's purely for the animals, Mr. Wayne. You're off the hook.
But you're not.
I beg your pardon.
Oh my god, are we getting simp energy right away?
I'm honor-bound and delighted to deliver. I warn you, I'm not a man who gives up easily.
All right. Lunch then.
Nice.
I wonder what's going on.
Except when I gotta put the tights on, you know? Man, these are some weird looking cars. I guess this kind of design is like kind of old school. I don't know, but just seeing it so much is pretty weird. Kitty? She named the cat as well. It's like Iris or something. Something in that ballpark. Wow.
Watch yourselves, men. These guys are crazy. Thanks, friend.
What's going down?
Oh, cool.
This morning I got a warning from the feds. Red Claws in Gotham. Now this.
Any leads?
Nothing. Red Claw's the most ruthless terrorist leader in the world. And we don't
Really?
even have a picture of the guy.
The world.
See what I can do from my end.
Yeah, there we go. The cat and the claw, I guess.
Good. There's no telling what they're up to. Nothing's safe with these savages in town.
Cool. Definitely kind of getting more spy vibes right now than anything else.
Aren't you even a little excited about your date? I mean, Bruce Wayne is tall, dark, and disgustingly rich.
Yeah, disgustingly.
Oh, you should have seen him, Maven. He had the eyes of a lion.
Yes?
Mr. Bruce Wayne is on his way up.
Here we go.
Come on,
Nice. I like this.
At least he's a good connection.
Selena. I like the shadow of the cat out there.
Hello?
Yes, I know.
Hey!
I suppose you're right.
I need you to name the cat one more time.
Still, I wish it were Batman standing behind this door. Bruce, how wonderful to see you. Please, come in.
You're even more stunning than I remember.
I'll just put these in some water.
Selena, it's your lawyer. He says the deal is off.
What? Give me that. Martin, what happened?
It's
That's
kind of.
ridiculous. You tell him I want to meet with him.
It feels kind of
No,
weird
today,
with
he
this.
can't sell to Multigon. We had an agreement.
It feels kind of weird
nice
when there's no
flowers.
music playing right now at all.
Selena was negotiating for land for a wildlife preserve. Some cartel just muscled her out of the deal.
What do you mean he won't take your calls? You go there and kick down the door if you have to. I want that land for the mountain lions. I'm afraid I'm not going to be very good company.
Is there anything I can do?
Not really, unless you can get me a meeting with the chairman of Multigon International.
He's a billionaire. What do you think, man? There's nothing he can't do.
What time's good for you?
Even if he wasn't Batman.
Hey, I'm starting to like this guy.
The billion figure speaks loud, trust me. While you're probably, like, stupidly rich yourself, I doubt you're quite in the bees, girl.
Really, Wayne, I do wish there was something I could do for you and your lovely friend, but the deal is quite set. You see, we're committed to building a major resort. Golf course, tennis courts, bocce ball, the whole shot.
That's insane. The land's in the middle of nowhere. It's worthless except to wildcats.
My dear, you just don't understand development potential. As for the cats, Multigon will take care of them. One way or another.
Jesus
now,
Christ.
If you'll excuse me, I've given you all the time I can spare.
You'll find more time for me, Mr. Stern. Before I'm through, I'll have every environmental group and animal rights activist breathing down your neck. They'll be looking at you and your project so closely, you'll feel like a bug in a bell jar.
Or more specifically, she's just going to set a bunch of cats on you while she's in a skin-tight cat suit herself.
day.
You know, that's also something she could do. You've only seen her with cats specifically, but are there any more predatory kittens she has at her disposal? Hello, Claw.
I'm afraid that Selena Kyle may be trouble.
We've come too far to have our plans jeopardized by some environmental fanatic. Have someone keep an eye on Ms. Kyle.
Interesting.
I'm afraid I wasn't much help after all.
Well, at least now I know what their cover story is. You know, it's awfully late for lunch. Would you mind if I took a rain check on our date?
I mean, it's perfect time for dinner, at least.
Please.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Thanks. That'll give me time to take care of some business tonight.
Actually, I plan to work late myself.
Oh, yes.
And so, boys, we got
Maybe we'll meet in between.
Gambling operations. Anybody got a problem with that?
She's not even trying to hide the fact that she's Catwoman either.
Back off, boys. I want a word with your boss. But you can listen.
What do you want?
What do you know about Red Claw?
Why are you asking us? We're no terrorists.
You're still scum.
Jesus!
Things I don't. I want Red Claw. And until I get him, I'm going to lean extra hard on you and all the other mob bosses.
Bro, quit assuming all your villains are men.
I've been bad news before.
I get the picture. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, the times of the 90s, right? Bro, a girl can be the one doing all the evil acts. Like, come on.
If Stern won't admit what's going on, we'll have to find out for ourselves.
Holy fuck, she's got a whip.
Despite our loss of arms, thanks to Batman's interference, we're going to proceed according to plan.
I'll admit, I don't know if Claw's a well-known villain. I've never heard of her before.
Tomorrow at 2300 hours, a train under military escort will pass through Gotham. It will be transporting a strain of viral plague that Interpol confiscated from our eastern laboratories. I cannot overemphasize the importance of that plague to our cause.
All clear? I believe Beethoven's Ode to Joy will do the trick.
Wow. Good job.
Remind me to thank Mama for the piano lessons. Outstanding.
Yep.
We'll hit the train outside the city at this point.
What is that?
A cat at the end of its 9 lives. Let's go.
Well, about to see how badass the cat really is. Can she take them all without the bat's help?
right, I'm done.
There we go. Finally, now some music's picking up. Like, come on, let's do this.
She's in the ventilation system.
I think we're in over our heads.
Why are they all so slow with their guns, man? Ooh.
Detour.
She's down here! Hurry!
Going up.
Wow. Smart, honestly.
Hang on, Isis.
ISIS, okay, it was ISIS. I'll write names down and whatnot after this episode.
Isis, jump!
Good lord. And well, that's GG for Catwoman.
My hero.
Whoa. And he liked it. That's still fucking going. Holy god. Jesus.
Saving my cat.
She is not letting up.
Maybe not.
I heard gunfire.
Occupational hazard. No. Let's keep the mystery.
Yeah, that's rude.
If I don't unmask you, the police will.
Police? Don't be silly. You can't deny there's something between us.
You're right. And I'm afraid it's the law.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
Well. Shit. Man.
Never trifle with the affections of a woman. Until next time.
One episode in, you've just met her, and you've got yourself a simp. A love interest. To be a little less weeby. Surprise, surprise.
It had its ups and downs, but I did get pictures of the Fun Family Resort site. It looks like there's some kind of abandoned military facility underground.
Very interesting.
We may save those mountain lions yet.
But who is going to save you?
Alright then. To be continued, baby. Alright then. That was Batman Episode 1. Nice. Very cool. Sorry, I just made a quick cut there, but nothing to worry about. So that was episode 1. Really interesting. So, I do like that it does seem, you know, this isn't going to be too... or isn't going to be entirely episodic, I should say. You know, it does seem like they are giving overarching stories to have throughout the series, which I do like. Despite this being the first episode, Batman himself really didn't accomplish much of anything in this one, you know. He didn't capture anyone, he didn't unmask any real truths or anything, you know. So it's probably going to be a bit of a slower paced series than something like, you know, say Spider-Man, where it feels very episodic. You know, one villain shows up, beaten, on to the next one by next episode, which I do appreciate. You know, we're giving some looming mysteries throughout it, you know, and we're seeing the stuff like this is going to be a work in progress, which does make sense, since obviously this is a series that isn't a typical super series. You know, Batman is a hero, he's not a superhero. None of these, I don't think any of his villains actually retain powers of their own, and obviously Batman himself doesn't have any powers to speak of either, so we're in for a little more of a, like a spy-esque kind of hero here, as opposed to like just on a full-on action-packed one. But I'll say, it is, it's an interesting start. Like I said, introducing the cat is an interesting beginning of this. Like I said, I did know of the cat as a character, but I know nothing about her, and it's interesting. So, a love interest of Batman, which is kind of funny. Her human side simps for Batman, while not knowing her, you know, Bruce Wayne, who is kind of simping for her a bit, is actually Batman, and the cat itself has feelings for Batman as well. So, I mean, yeah, he doesn't really strike me as the character to have a relationship, honestly, so I'm really curious where that development does end up going. But Cat's character is obviously very interesting. A cat, you know, like an animal rights activist who actually spends her wealth, you know, preserving the life of animals and, you know, environments and inhabitants and whatnot. Yeah, that definitely fits her theme. It definitely makes sense. One thing I do like is that apparently her secretary is also aware of her identity, so she does have an accomplice in all of this, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, as well as just the general kind of, I guess, direction the series is going, I know this is definitely a dark-themed kind of series, and obviously not in just its animation, its tones, but also kind of its acting and its editing. Like, in a lot of scenes, there isn't any music to speak of, which gives it a really ominous feeling, you know. Because, you know, entire scenes of dialogue, there's just no background noise whatsoever, which makes it kind of interesting to react to, honestly. As well as, how soft-spoken everyone is. There aren't really any raised voices in here. There isn't any kind of shouting or anything. Everyone in this spoke very softly, so I'm curious if that's going to retain throughout the entire show, or if that's just the direction they're trying to go as they figure out a theme for the series, you know? Because I understand when we get to characters like Joker, who's obviously very loud and sporadic, things will probably get a little more energized in that kind of sense. But right here, you know, everyone kind of spoke at a very kind of low, soft tone to them, which was interesting. It does kind of fit for a character like Batman, but I'm curious how much that's going to retain throughout it. But yeah, this was a pretty decent start. Like I said, not too much to really say. I wasn't like, say, massively in it. You know, I wasn't like super engaged. Obviously, for a show back then in the 90s, you know, that doesn't really. I don't feel like there are going to be too many like big episodes to, like, blow away at the start. You know, but I am curious to see how we go with it. I do hope that you know, again, to compare it to Spider-Man here, I hope there's less animation reused. You know, the animated series of Spider-Man suffered a lot of just reused animation in a lot of different episodes. I hope that Batman doesn't have that same issue where budget issues are there and they have to keep reusing shots and scenes with just different music and dialogue in it. Obviously, two different studios, so they can't really be compared right now, but it is something I noticed and is pretty infamous for Spider-Man, so I'm just hoping that the Batman stuff doesn't retain to that as well. But no, this was good. Cat was an interesting character to introduce right away, obviously. These shows don't typically want to introduce the most iconic duos at the start, you know. They usually come up early, but not first episode, you know. So I suspect very, very soon we'll be seeing characters like the Joker, like Penguin, like Poison Ivy. Like I said, this is Harley Quinn's introductory series into the entire franchise as a character, so I have no idea when they introduce her, but I suspect in Season 1 she'll come up as well. And obviously there's others in there. like I said, I don't know if Robin's in this series. He wasn't said or mentioned. He wasn't mentioned whatsoever or seen in this episode. So I don't know. I know that it's kind of the classic duo of Batman and Robin. But like I said, my Batman knowledge is very, very limited. Like, I know at some point he goes into the hero of Nightwing, which is a later kind of story thing, whatever. So I don't know, actually, if he's going to be in this series or not, which, now thinking about it, would be kind of crazy that that character just wouldn't be in it. But I don't know. Like I said, we're not at an origin yet. This wasn't the origin of Batman. Bruce has been doing this for however long to where he's at the point of working with the police in general. So I'm curious, you know. I hope we do get an origin of how he became Batman at some point. And like I said, if Robin does come in later, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, it was a fine enough start, I would say, to this series. So anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Obviously, this is the start of something very different for me, I would say, more than anything else on the channel. Something absurdly iconic and massively well known in pop culture. And, you know, something that I've never really had interest in. But hey, that's what this channel is. That's what this channel is for. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Badong. Alright. Alright guys, I'm all back. So I did rewatch Cat in the Claw. Let's go on and continue.
Previously on Batman.
Yep.
Perfect, my love. Let's go home.
So, our new cat burglar's a woman.
You see, we're committed to building a major resort.
The land's in the middle of nowhere. It's worthless except to wildcats.
Yep,
Tomorrow
sure.
at 2300 hours, a train under military escort will pass through Gotham. We'll hit the train outside the city at this point.
Yeah, like I said, I just saw all of this moments ago, so 'tis what it is.
A cat at the end of its 9 lives.
I'll have to try and trim those claws. Hey!
That is not what he said in that scene, but okay.
Never trifle with the affections of a woman until
Sure.
next time.
Bro just keeps raising them up, be it Bruce or the Batman. Yep, the Cat and the Claw Part 2. It's cool. I'm curious how many multiple parters we'll get throughout the series.
You're late.
Hello.
Can't you ever walk up to someone normal like?
I hear you have some information.
Under one condition. Lay you off the south side.
Wow.
Keep this up and I'll be on you from all sides. North, south, east, and west.
Okay. I get the picture.
Nice. And then you just confirmed to him that the south side's gonna need even more
There's rumors about some
protection.
train heist.
When?
Tonight.
Red Claw?
Don't know. It's real sketchy. One thing I can tell you, no one in the organization's making the hit. These are outsiders.
Huh?
Good job.
There's nothing here in the schedules.
A last-minute change?
I'd have been told.
What if it was a military train? Something the government wouldn't want us to know about.
Yep.
Wouldn't be the first time. Blasted feds and their secrets.
Oh, for sure. Always. And we'll see that the Red Claw has quite the connections if she was able to get info on this.
You know, when I saw those army commercials on TV, they never said anything about guarding no plague.
Who'd want to steal a can of germs anyway?
You never heard of a supervillain before, my man. Yep. Oh, crap. That was pretty easy. Especially for the military, of all things.
That's got it.
Yep. Oh, that's sick. Nice. God. Oh, that fucking cape. I know it's kind of a disadvantage usually, but when it looks that good, it's worth the risk. Alright. Curious what the getaway plan is with Batman here now.
Redclaw, watch out!
Redclaw? A woman?
Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, really.
Not at all.
Just
I'm an equal
wasn't
opportunity
expecting.
crime fighter.
Nice.
Stay back, Batman. I hold the ultimate equalizer. This plague kills indiscriminately.
You'll die too.
Along with everyone else within a 10-mile radius. Can you risk it, Batman? Go on.
That's a
Call
fair
my
point.
bluff. You finally met your match, Batman. Not surprising, it's a woman.
Sure.
Yes, General, but if you'd warned us about the shipment, we might have had a chance. So what do I do now?
Well, that's definitely
Evacuate
not
10
good.
million people? Maybe we can set up camp around the Pentagon. Listen, General.
Of all
I'll
nights
call
to
you back.
fail, Batman.
Gordon here. Batman. Thank goodness.
Have you heard from Redclaw?
God, it's so silly hearing the voice just out of
24
Bruce.
hours to come up with $1 billion in gold bullion, or she'll release the plague on Gotham. To think, all this time, the feds have been looking for a man.
Lately, I'm learning never to underestimate the opposite sex.
Oh, for sure.
I'll be in touch.
They're far more scary. Alright, these two really have the potential to learn each other's identities, and not just for the romance stuff.
I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to seeing you again.
It really feels like we're already
This time
kind
I
of
promise
building
a
up
much
to
more
that.
exciting date than our last one.
But obviously it's the case of, you know, I keep quiet as long as you do, and then we're both good.
Hey, this time you seem preoccupied.
Sorry. An unexpected crisis. You, on the other hand, look like the cat who swallowed the canary.
Interesting
Things are going
terminology.
very well on the Mountain Lion front. I may get that land from Multigon yet.
Really? What did you find out?
Let's just say they plan on playing more than shuffleboard up at their resort.
What in?
Watch out!
An old boyfriend?
Wow.
Here go your 9 lives, kitty cat.
That was a pretty good line on Bruce's part. And yeah, like I said, especially since criminals now know of her identity as the cat, it makes even more sense for Bruce to learn it as well. And vice versa for her. I can't remember her name, since Catwoman, I believe, will be pretty prominent.
Busy fellow.
What?
Nothing. Hang on.
Far too rich to pay a toll.
Brace yourself.
Nice. Nice.
Where'd Where'd you learn to drive?
Good luck getting out of that one.
Oh, I've been going to the Paris Grand Prix for years. You know, one of these days I think I'll enter it.
So casual. I haven't paid a lot of attention to it, but I wonder if all of his varying cars look like renditions of the Batmobile.
It's not every date where I get to fill out police reports.
Because that one really does.
Thanks for seeing me up.
Just wanted to be sure they didn't try anything else.
What makes you think they weren't after you?
A nice guy like me.
Ooh.
Good night, Bruce.
Selina.
Selina.
Kind of trouble.
I'll write that down. That's a nice name,
Perhaps I
Selina.
can help. I really care about you.
Damn.
I haven't felt this way in a long, long time.
Okay, calm down. You've known her like...
Thanks, Bruce. I've never been able to play the damsel in distress.
Sure.
I'll be okay. Don't worry.
Go on, this is your third official encounter.
But why would someone at Multigon try to kill you?
10 to 1, it has to do with those bunkers under their resort site. I think it's time I do some digging. Not this time, Isis. I'm afraid where I'm going, they don't allow pets.
It's not that I question your instinct, sir, but why would Redclaw wish to harm Miss Kyle?
Why indeed? But somehow, Selina has crossed Redclaw's path, and I mean to find out where.
What an unusual color.
Indeed.
Miss Kyle's, I presume.
And yeah.
No, it's a cat hair.
There's your piece. There's your evidence.
Curious. Never seen one quite that color.
Batman has.
Yep. Alright, well, his turn to get revealed next. It's only fair. I said it's cool to have Catwoman have her Alfred in this girl. And Alfred's pretty competent for a butler, so I'm curious if it's vice versa. Come on. Yeah. Nice. I'll get the fucking thing off.
Get away!
Oh, that's a shame. Nice. Not gonna lie, I was expecting Isis, but Batman works too. It's still better than my vision, honestly.
I won't hurt you. Redclaw is after you and Catwoman.
Catwoman? What are you talking about?
Maven, you must tell me where she's gone. These people
Maven.
are killers.
The Multigon site.
You're not safe here anymore. Is there somewhere you can hide?
Well, I guess I could go.
Shh. Go quickly.
As long as you know who she is, you should know how she feels. She's in love with you.
So silly again. They've met 3 times, I think, as in the tights. My god. How many girls by the end will be after Batman? I even think at this point it's possible Ivy, to be honest. Maybe. Lowest percent of the ones we know so far, but it's there.
This ought to keep you out of my hair.
You are damn lucky this girl is so so able to tame cats.
These will certainly enhance the resort's brochure.
Oh.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I didn't think you cared.
Come on. You've got to get out of here.
Me? What about you?
There's something I have to pick up.
Welcome to my little resort.
Oh.
Plan on a short stay.
Well now. That didn't work out, did it?
It's never dull, is it, Madman?
You may be surprised to know these accommodations are courtesy of your government. They built this top-secret facility to shelter high officials in case of a nuclear incident.
Makes sense.
Since you wanted the plague so badly, Batman,
Uh-oh.
we've decided to give it to you.
What will you use to blackmail Gotham if you waste it on us?
Why risk carrying such deadly contents when a placebo will do? By the time they realize the vials are fake, we'll be miles away with their $1 billion.
Shit.
The acid should eat through in a matter of minutes. Sound evacuation and begin sealing the compound.
We wouldn't want the plague to harm the precious wildlife. Just the vermin in here.
Ugh, would I like to get my claws into them.
I mean, yeah, your claws.
I could just get some slack.
What this situation needs is a woman's touch.
For real. But I'm surprised they stayed that long, to be honest.
What a team.
Come on.
Oh wow, some of them might not even come out.
You've got to get out of here.
Not without you.
I'll be right behind you. But first, I've got to destroy the plague. Now go! Please.
Interesting. Really curious how this relationship in particular... Okay. Curious how this one in particular is going to develop as we go along. I don't really see Bruce/Batman hooking up, but I don't know the character that well. Nice, nice. That is so dangerous, my god. Nice. Nice, blow it out, remove the oxygen, it can't spread as easily. Man, only Batman could burn out a plague, my god. And I kind of course, yeah, cave it in on top of everything else he just did.
This is Police Commissioner Gordon. You're completely surrounded. Give yourselves up.
Well, sadly, it looks like the Claw's about to escape, but
Batman said they'd
either way, a victory nonetheless. Oh, maybe not.
So are you. For years I fought to build my network. I brought countries to their knees.
Come on, Catwoman, you can do a little more than that.
You will pay, pussycat.
Your claws alone could fuck her up.
You will learn why everyone fears
Oh,
Red Claw.
yeah, about that. And she died. Well, she should have been.
Thank you, friend. Something for you to remember me by.
Till next time.
Batman, where's the virus?
It went up in smoke with Red Claw's future.
I should have known you'd have it all wrapped up before we got here.
Almost.
Yeah. She's not a bad person, you know.
Maven? Maven?
She's gone. The terrorists were after both of you.
Have you told the police you found your cat burglar?
No.
Not yet.
Why not?
I didn't want you taken away like a common criminal.
So you do care.
In his own way. Damn.
More than you will ever know.
Damn. Well, that's interesting. I really genuinely didn't expect Catwoman to get caught. Especially by the Batman, honestly. I still say she has the most potential thus far of anyone to learn the identity of the Batman, you know. She learned his, so I feel like it's only fair to eventually have that happen. And yeah. So that was our first multiple parter of the series thus far, and of course it's always a little iffy when you're comparing these kind of stories to, you know, what is the typical singular episode stuff. But it was pretty nice, you know, I do like it. Catwoman is a interesting character thus far, you know. It's that animal rights activist for, you know, the kittens and whatnot. She, well, obviously all animals, but, you know, she steals what she has and then she puts that into funding for, you know, her wildlife preservations and all that good stuff, you know. But she is, at the end of the day, a criminal, you know, and obviously Batman has his moral compass that always, you know, kind of pushes forward from his own typical feelings, you know. Typical superhero stuff right there, you know. Every hero kind of has that. Some don't, but a majority do, you know. Some push their own morals over what is the law, and some, you know, put their own feelings aside for the law, and Batman is definitely in that category. But it was fun. It was a nice little adventure right there, obviously. I guess the Claw did get caught. A little up in the air in the last one there, you know. We didn't see her get caught by the, you know, by Gordon or anything, but I mean, in a way, Catwoman caught her, you know, so I'm assuming she was put away for that, much like Catwoman. And like I said, of the characters thus far, I guess other than Joker, because Joker, you know, he got away, and it's kind of, you know, the kind of thing that just go hand in hand with Batman and the Joker. I'm not really too curious how the Joker develops throughout the series, because I feel like even to this day, he is kind of well known in just, you know, being the typical villain for Batman. But in terms of the villains and their development, I feel like Catwoman is thus far the one I'm most curious about, you know, because there is potential there for things, you know, not involving just Batman, but Bruce as well. And it is the first kind of genuine love interest we've had for Batman/Bruce in this series. You know, Batman, you know, or Bruce, I should say, is very much interested in, you know, Catwoman's little human persona, and vice versa, she is interested in the Batman himself, so I'm really curious to see where that goes. But I would say at the moment, you know, the possibility of characters really learning Batman's identity seems slim. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, we have a lot of the series to go. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it yet or not, but this is going to be, of the Batman stuff, 109 episodes, and I think some movie specials here and there as well. Because while the 85 episodes make up the Batman animated series, there were apparently 24 additional episodes that were under a different title, which at the moment escapes me. I think it's like the New Batman Adventures or something. That is apparently same continuity and everything, but for whatever reason, Warner did give them a different series title, which is very curious. I'm wondering why that happened. But that is a part of it as well. So like I said, we still have a lot of episodes to go in the series, you know, so we'll get probably plenty of development there for her and many other characters that we end up meeting, you know, like I said. I'm curious overall how many multiple parters we'll have, because we still have the to be continued for Two-Face. That's another story right off the bat that's going to be, you know, that's going to be a continuation down the line as well. But anyway, yeah, for the first two-part of the series, pretty good. Got introduced to another iconic character, and that does seem to be the theme of the of the set thus far, is that we're meeting some more well-known characters. You know, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Catwoman, you know, in a two-parter, which did feel deserved and was nice to see. You know, the dynamic there is very interesting. And, yeah, we got one more to go. Like I said, I'm really curious to see where we do end up going with Catwoman in the future. For now, she is put away, I guess, but like I said, obviously a prison breakout's going to happen at some point. It's just the thing that happens in these kind of stories. You know, villains don't stay away forever, you know, and the main one isn't even in jail anyway, so I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. But anyway, guys, let's go on and finish off this set of Batman the Animated Series with episode 15. I'm curious what we'll do for the final episode in this set. Like I said, if we keep the running theme going, we'll meet another villain, another kind of reoccurring one, I would say, beyond just, you know, the regular kind of crime stuff. But let's see. Episode 15. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nice. It is definitely an epic ending shot, I will say. Heart of Ice, so the ice guy, coming up next. I watched a movie with him and I can't remember the name. I think it's Mr. Freeze.
This is how I'll always remember you. Surrounded by winter, forever young, forever beautiful. Rest well, my love. The monster who took you from me will soon learn that revenge is a dish best served
cold, of course.
In the midst
Had
of
to
the
make the pun.
August on record, a rash
And we've
of
only just
bizarre
started.
cold-related crimes have chilled Gotham to the bone. Once again, the target is a GothCorp facility, attacked by an assailant wielding what witnesses called a freezing gun. The attacker's motives remain unclear. We spoke earlier with GothCorp CEO Ferris Boyle, who offered these comments.
I don't know what this person has against GothCorp, but we've always looked upon ourselves as the people company.
Yeah,
If this man
every
has a
company
problem,
claims that.
We're willing to listen.
A heartfelt plea from the chairman of GothCorp, the People Company. This is Summer Gleason for Gotham Insider.
Ooh.
taking up video games, are we, sir?
I've accessed police files on the Goth Corp raids. These are the stolen objects. They don't look like much alone, but in this configuration...
Giant freeze ray?
My word.
They combine into a massive weapon able to generate intense cold.
Yep.
There's still one component missing, and only one Goth Corp plant makes it.
I'm surprised you got away with that many robberies before you showed up.
Oh, stay where you are. We got company.
Keep your mind on your business. I'll handle this.
God, that is such a weird design. Very retro looking. Nice. I mean, you can't deny that is really cool. Pun intended, of course. Yeah, that design is just... That is so retro, my god. Even the voice.
Are you done?
Do they look done?
All set.
The Batman!
Put me down.
Freeze!
Mike, how...
Mr. Freeze to you.
How many puns are we getting in this one?
This is a personal vendetta. It doesn't concern you.
It's my concern now.
Since you ally yourself with my enemies, you leave me no choice.
Ooh.
Johnny!
Yeah. That's probably very painful. Nice.
Take it easy, man. I got you.
Leave him. He should have been more careful. Now he's paid the price for his incompetence.
Wow. No loyalty at all.
Then perhaps you'd like to share his fate.
That's not how you build a loyal following, Mr. Freeze.
Please, come back! Help! Please! Oh.
Hmm. Hello, Alfred.
I must say, you're showing a surprising amount of compassion for that man, considering he would surely have left you to die in his place.
Are you sure about that? Oh no, the old cold setting in.
All the compartments on your belt, you'd think there'd be one for tissues.
Thanks.
Oh. Oh my. Yeah, that's not good.
He's pulling through. The hot chemical bath did the trick.
You could use a hot bath yourself.
I can't worry about a cold now. After Batman drops our unconscious guest at police headquarters. Bruce Wayne has got a meeting with Mr. Ferris Boyle.
Well, that was nice to see. Obviously, the Batman doesn't kill. Even low-level thugs get absurd treatment.
I get around.
Dude's honestly a little too nice.
What's this I hear about someone causing trouble for Gothcorp?
You got me. Some fruitcake has it out for my company. I don't know why.
Maybe it's an investor who lost money. Or an angry ex-employee.
There's only one man who'd hate Gothcorp that much. If he were alive.
Who?
One of our scientists. An obsessed wacko. He was caught using company equipment for personal reasons.
How many of the villains in this just want to bring down a company for fucking them?
Explosion. We lost him.
What was he doing?
Wasting company money. My money. Look, Bruce, that people company line is great PR, but when the wage slaves start acting like they own the place, it's time to pull the plug.
Wow. The wage slaves? Seriously?
Humanitarian committee is here.
I'll be right
You
out.
already deserve what's
We're
coming
hosting
to
a
you.
ceremony tonight for Gotham's Humanitarian Industrialist of the Year. Guess who's winning?
I feel ill. Excuse me, Ferris. My cold. Congratulations on your award. I'm sure it's well deserved.
Damn. Yeah, when Bruce Wayne doesn't like you, probably a piece of shit.
These unwarranted attacks against Gothcorp have in no way changed our personal commitment to the community.
Inspirational words from Gotham's Humanitarian Industrialist of the Year.
Humanity, compassion, charity. Where were those pretty words when she needed to hear them?
Honestly, the design and the voice even sounds like something out of, like, the original Scooby-Doo series. I was just like, that was even the 70s or something. He feels retro, even for when this came out, you know, in the 90s.
When Ferris mentioned that explosion, I remembered this headline from last year.
Does it say what caused the accident?
No, and I suspect that's the reason for the cover-up. I won't know for sure until I check Gothcorp's classified files.
If you're going to go sneaking around a crowded office building, you'll need this.
Knockout gas?
Chicken soup.
Yeah.
The only way to fight a cold.
Nice. He's still your butler, don't forget. He's looking out for you.
Mr. Boyle sent me to fill in. Enjoy yourself at the party with his compliments.
Great. You okay?
I'm fine. Take off.
Nice one. I guess the hold would, or the cold would help with the voice.
My name is Dr. Victor Fries. I am recording what I pray will be mankind's
With a name like that, you were destined to be a supervillain, bro.
Behind me you see the CC-100, A cryogenic freezing chamber of my own design. I created it for the express purpose of freezing subjects stricken with inoperable ailments. Subjects like my own beloved wife, Nora. Once a remedy has been found...
Open this door! Open it now!
I mean, it was definitely I guess a noble
Get
device.
away from that equipment. Shut this stuff down.
Stop! This is my experiment!
Your unauthorized experiment. I ordered funding suspended weeks ago. I'm already $3 million in debt thanks to you.
You can't stop it now. My wife is in there.
So bring her out.
You can't interrupt the process now!
Open it.
It's her only chance!
This is my equipment. Mine.
Yeah.
I have every legal
That's how
right
you bring a
to
company down to its knees.
I say this project ends now.
Honestly, you could just release that tape alone and he's kind of fucked.
Stay away from her! Murder!
Victor, I'm sorry. I lost my temper. It doesn't have to come to this.
I think this dude shares the same VA with the Joker. He sounds much like him.
Get out! Get out!
Nora! Nora!
My God.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, ain't it?
It would move me to tears if I still had tears to shed.
I mean, honestly, you might have been on your side at that point, you know? That's pretty fucked up.
The snow is beautiful, don't you think? Clean, uncompromising.
And cold.
Like the swift hand of vengeance.
I saw what happened to your wife. I'm sorry.
I'm beyond emotions. They've been frozen dead in me.
Yet you still seek
That suit
revenge.
you wear, a result of the coolant?
Very good. A detective to the last. I can no longer survive out of a sub-zero environment. Tonight I mean to pay back the man who ruined my life. Our lives.
Even if you have to kill everyone in the building to do it?
Think
He
of
set
it,
down a path.
to never again walk on a summer's day with a hot wind in your face
Yeah.
and a warm hand to hold.
So pretty...
Oh, yes,
It's pretty tragic, honestly.
I'd kill for that.
This dude has suffered.
Let's go.
Well, curious if Batman will begin working on a cure for him. As he does seem to prioritize obviously helping villains over than killing them.
Keys?
Seal the building.
Yeah, you gotta admit, that is pretty sweet. And I avoided saying cool there on purpose.
Higher, higher. Let the evil that rots inside be cleansed by pure, unforgiving ice.
And so it
gives me great pleasure to present this well-deserved award to...
Double the power!
Huh?
Nice. When they inverted, yeah, they inverted his logo's colors there. Oof. Oh! Oh, that was the cleanest punch ever. Holy crap.
The cold eyes of vengeance are upon you, Boyle.
Who are you?
Come now. Surely you remember your old colleague, Victor Freeze.
Well, crap. Wow. You better hurry up, Batman. He's pretty close.
Beg? In my nightmares, I see my Nora behind the glass, begging to me with frozen eyes. How I've longed to see that look frozen on you.
Yep. You just had to monologue, didn't ya? That would have been such a clean victory if you didn't do that. Oh. Oh, nice.
Advanced circuitry that powers my suit also triples my strength.
Yeah, and if he goes too hard in, he'll just straight up kill him.
Sooner or later, all who stand in
This
my
is a tricky
way
situation for Batman then,
feel
yeah.
the icy touch of death.
Can't necessarily beat this guy into submission. But then again, maybe I'm wrong and he'll just fucking kill him. Why not?
Ooh, what was that stuff?
Chicken soup.
The only way to fight a cold.
Is he actually gonna die?
No. Justice. A year ago, Ferris Boyle interrupted an experiment, and in the process destroyed 2 lives. Here's the evidence. Good night, humanitarian.
Oof. Oh. Alright, I guess he had some time to kill before he died.
I failed you. I wish there were another way for me to say it. But I cannot. I can only beg your forgiveness and pray you'll hear me somehow. Someplace where a warm hand waits for mine.
Well then. It's actually, yeah, that is pretty tragic, honestly. I think that's like the first time that Batman's felt true sympathy for one of his villains, and he got it. He got why he became what he was. That was a good one, though. Like I said, I feel like all these episodes were great. So yeah, it is an interesting case because, you know, obviously Batman's main kind of goal beyond just stopping crimes, is trying to redeem, the villains. It's so many a time he has tried. Not so much, just yet, but there was that one episode where he focused on it and kind of submitted that, he does prioritize his, trying to help the villains and stop them on the path, which is very typical for heroes, especially ones like, your Spider-Man's, Captain America, Iron Man. They try, or at the very least, they hope in a lot of cases that the villains do end up, seeing the error of their ways and in the time they spend in prison and go down a different path, which a lot of the time end up, that doesn't end up happening, and unfortunately they just come back and back and again. Batman's an interesting case where he does have the money and the expertise to, in some cases, help the villains, so I'm curious if eventually he'll try and looking for a way to for Mr. Freeze, since his case is very particular, it's not simply a case of he can just, see the error of his ways and move on with his life. He literally is stuck in an icy prison, for the rest of his life, so it is very interesting to see that. And it feels like, of all the villains that he's had, that he's faced thus far in the series, this is the case where he's probably felt the most sympathy for him, because it's a case of, it's a fucking tragic case of what happened to Mr. Freeze, and it's a case where you can't really necessarily help him too much in this one, because he is stuck like this forever. He's driven by revenge. He lost the love of his life because corporate greed, wouldn't fund the project that could have potentially saved millions of lives, cryogenic freezing and all that stuff to keep them, alive technically until the technology to help them does exist, and that's definitely something that Batman and Bruce would definitely be all for. A good man kind of turned into villainy because of the greed of a corporate who lies through his teeth, and it's a tragedy, It exists in the real world. Corporate greed is as real as you and I, pretty much, It's a thing that's always going to exist, and unfortunately, a lot of the time, it's going to ruin a lot of lives, so it is what it is, and you can't really stop it. But no, like I said, you get that guy. You get Mr. Freeze. You get why he does what he does, Lost his love. Batman's like, I get this guy. He probably liked Mr. Freeze more than the actual, the friend that Bruce had, honestly. That's pretty funny. But no. Very cool, though. His design is just funny, like I said. I feel like even for the point that this series came out, it even feels retro for that. Both that and the voice, like, my god. But I do like it, It's a very classic look, which is part of the, the artistic choice, and really the uniqueness of these kind of series, and really, I really like it, I really like seeing that in these kind of series at this point where I'm at now, to where at this point, a lot of this stuff is kind of retro now, and even then, it's really good to see, all the designs and whatnot, and the redesigns of the characters as, time goes on and whatnot, and you see the modern ways that they look these days, I don't know Batman too well, so I don't see that much these days, but like I said, I'm familiar with at least Poison Ivy's new modern look, which again, I'm not a big fan of, because it looks a little too much like Gamora for me. It's, I get she looks more like a plant, with the design, but I much prefer the human one of here. And I've seen some Joker, and he hasn't really changed much either, but, that is what that is. But yeah, like I said, that was a really good run of episodes, all kind of focusing on, I would say, more well-known characters in Batman's kind of arsenal of villains right there. Scarecrow, I guess Two-Face, who technically hasn't really become, it was the origin of Two-Face, but he hasn't made his move yet as the character, as a whole. Batwoman, and of course, Mr. Freeze. So, some classics right there, and some well-known ones to the point to where even I'm familiar with the names, at least, So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So yeah, 7 episodes in a row met some classic villains. I'm curious if the trend is going to keep going forward, or if we're going to start reintroducing some of them. And because, Joker's still out there, which is one. Was Scarecrow? Scarecrow was cool. Yeah, he was. Obviously, Two-Face is still out there as well, so that's 2 at the very least. And yeah, I'm just curious to see what we're going to do from here on out. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying my time with Batman the Animated Series thus far, and we've got plenty of time left in the story, and many probably reappearances of many of these characters, and I'm curious how they're gonna, evolve and develop over time. Since Batman's goal is, to help in some regards to reform the villains, I'm curious if any of that will actually come to fruition, and at the very least some of them end up, changing their ways. We'll see. But anyway, guys, that was it for Batman the Animated Series, for this set anyway. It feels like an outro to the series itself. Hope you guys did enjoy the reaction, and I'll see you guys next time.